Zel Boy Army, welcome to another spicy one on the channel. Appreciate you guys joining me for this one. In today's video, we are going to look at some of the best value midfielders in the whole entire FIFA 22. But first, I just want to talk a little bit about the video I did yesterday when I talked about fullbacks at centre back. People said it doesn't work. EA have said about defensive awareness. In the last 2 days, in Rivals, and I want to show you my ranking Rivals. Let's have a look. I have 2043 skill rating, which is the top 1% of the Elite Division. Also in the Elite Division, I've been playing people who are in the top 200. I've played number 4 in the world and beat them. I have won 14 of the last 15 games in the Elite Division. And yes, you might say, oh, look at the rest of your team. Your team's crazy, Zell. Of course you're going to have lots of wins. Every team I play is about as good as mine. Some are quite a bit better, as in like they're worth double my team. The defence I've got, Semedo and Tierney at centre back, they're insane, and they've played against Prime R9, Mid R9, Prime Pele, Prime Eusebio, Prime Cruyff. They deal with all of them fine, as good as any players I've used. That's just reiterating the point. If you didn't watch it, go watch it, explain it properly. But I'm on a crazy streak, 14 wins out of my last 15 games. And the person I lost to, I also beat twice. These boys can deal with everyone. They're amazing. But let's get into the actual video. So, I'm going to hide my screen a sec because I don't want you boys. That's a Legends of Runeterra game I've been playing lately. I don't want you boys to see them all before I've even started showing the players. We're looking at the best value midfielders in the game. We're starting with Marcel Sabitzer. What I want from a midfielder, generally speaking on this game, is them to be good all round. I will not put that many purely defensive-minded players on this list because I do not believe the best midfielders on FIFA 22 are defensive-minded. They can work for people who just want to sit back, soak up pressure and counter-attack. That is an option, but I prefer box-to-box all-round midfielders who can do everything. Everyone on this list is going to be under 150k for the most part. There might be one or two slightly above, but everyone on this list is crazy value, easy to fit into your teams, generally speaking. Sabitzer, very good all round, nearly in the Hullet gang bar is defended, very good card. I use him on my road to glory, very cheap, solid option to start the game with. Adel Taarabt, probably one of the only ones that's hard to link in. Stats wise, he's about as good as Winter Wildcard Pogba, who's one of the very best centre mids I've used this year. I've tried Taarabt a bit. You just can't fit him in your team for the most part unless you have icons. But he's an insane player. If you use a few icons and you can fit him in, he's a very cheap player. He's like 15k, whilst on paper, he's one of the very best midfielders in the game, which is crazy, but just look at the card. Pereira, he had fire and ice. I prefer the one with more shooting. I don't think you know its defending stats as much as some other stats. This Pereira, though, 4-star, Serie A, very good all round. Nearly has everything 80 plus again on the card. Suits what I want from a midfielder on the game. Sangaré, more defensive minded, mainly because of no skill moves, but his weak foot's fine. He can shoot if needed. He's a little bit slow, but he's got such ridiculous defending and physical. I'm putting him in this list. There's some pretty good players as well in the Dutch league that you can link him to. Teze, I think, plays for PSV. He was in the best value defenders as a very good option that you can put Sangaré with. Marcus Llorente, he's like 15 to 20k right now. Crazy midfielder. I love the guy. I paid 150k for him at the start of the game, but he was well worth it. He's the best gold midfielder in the game, in my opinion. Rapid, can shoot, okay on the ball, solid stats all around. I love Marcus Llorente. Tonali, not amazing. I think there's a higher rated version of him, but this one's probably the best value out of them all. Pogba, another very good gold rated card. I think he's based discard price. He's a bit slow. His Winter Wildcard is a huge upgrade, but this Pogba is okay to use in general. Zakaria, another one of these more defensive-minded ones. This card, not very good going forward. The weak foot, not that great shooting, does let him down a bit. But defensively, he's got very good defending, elite physical, and this one's really good on the ball, which is nice. I like really good on the ball players, and his passing's actually better than it looks because the three key passing stats generally, unless you're playing a playmaker you want to play crazy through balls, is vision, short pass, and long pass. For a player you want to play a crazy pass with, you want curve as well. But the free kick accuracy, curve, and crossing are the ones letting his stat down a bit. But his passing is more like 8 for 84, and short pass is the key. Someone as good as him on the ball with that short pass is going to be very tidy in possession. Tielemans, amazing card, but too slow to be top tier. But the rest of his card's very good. He has that 5-star weak foot. Tielemans is a really good option on this game if you're willing to sacrifice some pace in the middle. Gravenberch, one of the best value players in the game. 45k, I'm pretty sure it was when I looked. 4-star, tall, rapid, can shoot. He's one of the best midfielders in the game, and he's under 50k with some good players you can link him in with. Savania, very good links in that league. Amazing on the ball. Comparable card to Winter Wildcard Modric. Not quite as good, but 7 or 8 times cheaper with some very good links. 4-star, elite passing, elite dribbling, very good physical. The physical's better than it looks because the jumping's irrelevant for the most part, and that aggression and stamina is unreal. He can shoot if needed. Not rapid, but fast enough in midfield. Very good card with potential to get an upgrade. Kessie, you can put this card or the Rule Breakers in. The Rule Breaker is a better card, I think, but this one's a lot cheaper. But the Rule Breaker is still pretty good value if you could stretch to it. Some very good links, some good AC Milan players. Florenzi, Ibra, obviously, if you have an Ibra, you're probably not going to go Kessie as well. Theo Hernandez, they're all good. Leon Goretzka, very good box-to-box midfielder in the Hullet gang. 4-star weak foot. Not elite for the most part, anything, but all-round fantastic. Lots of good links again. Kevin De Bruyne, his signature card is not that much better, and his signature card's like 800k. This card's 150k. His gold card's even better value, arguably, but this Team of the Week's a good upgrade and not much more. 5-star weak foot, good enough on the ball, solid physical, not the best defending, so I would pay him someone with a bit better defending, but one of the very best passes on the game. And honestly, you really do notice elite passes on this game. Great shot, solid enough pace whilst not being rapid. Kevin De Bruyne is one of the best midfielders on this year's FIFA because I really do think you do notice the passing stats more. Milinkovic-Savic has everything but elite pace. The 5-star weak foot, a lot of people don't realise that about Savic. He's got a pretty cool tash as well, which I rate. Solid shot, great passing, very good on the ball. I played with the Savic for about 30, 40 games. Very good dribbler, considering his height. Solid enough defending, great in the air, elite physical. You like this card, and he's very cheap. And then Guendouzi, I think every card other than Guendouzi is under 150k. This Guendouzi is expensive, arguably, but look at his card. 4-star weak foot. Quick for a midfielder. Can shoot. Very solid passing. Good on the ball. Good defending. And very good physical. The key physical stats on this game tend to be stamina and aggression. Jumping's nice to use sometimes on a player, but I don't think it's that relevant for the most part. And strength, I don't really notice it. I just don't, honestly. I think aggression is a much more important stat in the game. But this Guendouzi, brilliant card. Lots of pros using him as team. Top tier for 250k. Hope this video has been an enjoyable one for you boys. I've got a great video coming tomorrow about mid-icon roulette that I did. I'll do the attackers version of this later this week. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel, especially when I didn't upload for a few weeks. Hope you're having a good start to the new year. Peace out. Keep it spicy.